Hi guys, welcome, welcome. I know it's a weird time for us, but come on in. We're gonna finish this live. We're gonna finish this painting. I was trying to zoom you guys, but I don't know if oh, here we go. Yes, that way you can see a little bit better while I'm doing it, but we're gonna finish this wildflower painting. We're gonna add a cabin and some pine trees. I'm gonna pull up comments down here, take a drink. I ate lunch, so you're welcome. My stomach will not be growling while we're on here. And I'm gonna leave that up. Okay, yes. Ooh, that's right. Okay, so, oh, here they are. I was like, where do they go? Okay, so, we are gonna, come on in, come on in. How's everybody doing? 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. That should be good. And then I'll get out a couple extras because I know myself. Now go back. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna grab a one of these. There we are. I know it's a weird time. I know. I just had a moment. I had to wait on my dog. My dog. She was at the groomers, so I didn't want to go live. And then they're like, "She's ready," and then they're waiting on me for an hour and a half. You know. Let's see. She looks so cute, you guys. I'll have to post her. Yeah, yes. That way you can see a little bit better while I'm doing it. But we're not gonna. Holy. Hello, Miss Kelby, Miss Jenny. Hi, Miss Carol. How are you, girl? I suppose I could do that, huh? All right, so we're gonna do part 2, y'all. Part 2. This time we're gonna take, I'm thinking maybe like 7. I don't know. We're gonna take like 7-ish, yeah. And we're gonna throw a rubber band around them. And that way we can get this done quicker. Hello, Miss Tony. How are you, girl? Is that tight enough? I feel like that's fine. And then see how they're all jagged? I'm gonna just make them all level. Looks perfect. Hold on. Have y'all seen the show On Call? We just found it yesterday. Holy crapola. It's actually kind of cool. Hey, Denise. How are you, girl? Long time no talkie. We're going to finish this today. We're going to take our vitamins. I have a drink vitamin. I have a vitamin drink. Y'all, this ear has been hurting all day. Please pray. I cannot. One more thing. I'm moving to Florida. Moving in with Denise. One more thing. Good morning, Miss Darlene. You're okay? Okay. So, if you weren't here for part 1, it should be the video right before this on the page. I kind of zoomed you guys in so you could see. Basically, we're taking our kid art that was ready to be donated. And we are, this one will probably be turned into something for Alana's playroom. But this one we are turning into a painting for my girlfriend. She liked one of the ones we did in the past. I had posted it on something the other day and she wanted to buy it, but it was from like a year or 2 ago. Over, I missed part 1. Absolutely not. But we got through a lot of it yesterday or whatever day that was, and now we're going to do this. Let me grab that. I got those. We're gonna get us some paint. I'm gonna do some purplies. That would be a negative on the negatory. Y'all, I need to just go buy like all new paint. That's what needs to happen. She thinks she's cute. And because these bad boys, they are living on the edge. Come on. You're done. You're goopy. You're done. How about you? Who is you? Sometimes I get paint from like friends that don't want it, or they buy it for like something little and then they're done. What else? Colors, yellows. I didn't like this yellow. Wasn't this the one? There was a yellow I didn't like. I think it was this. Let me see if I have a, yeah, it was that. It was that. All right, let me see if I have, I don't have a chalk paint yellow, but I do have whatever in the heck this is. It's a darker yellow. That's what we're doing. That's what you get. You don't throw a fit. Let's see. Good morning, Miss Mary. How are you? Okay. And then maybe white. I feel like we do need some white in here, because white flowers are actually really adorable. Well, I think this is good. We're gonna start with these colors. Just purples, yellows, whites, whatever you have on hand. We're going to drink. So, how rude. I always think of Stephanie from Full House. Was her name Stephanie? How rude, with the little blonde hair. She's so cute. The show that me and Cody found yesterday, On Call, the lady that plays Jesse's wife in Full House is in that show. She's wearing no makeup, and I almost didn't recognize her. And I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. She turned to the side. I was like, that's her. Okay. So we're going to start with the darker color, and yeah, I think I got these pretty levelish. I'm going to start with a dark purple, and we're not going to do that at all. Hold on. Hold it. Let me make sure, because we want these to definitely be separated. There we go. That's just going to be a blob that we cover up later. No problem. Okay. Okay, very busy couple of weeks. Yeah. I bet. I'm telling you what. At least the holidays are over for a second. I feel like that's always a super busy time of year. I kind of need to like separate these a little more. Hold up. See if this does better. Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. So we're going to cramp our fingers so that we can separate these. And do it that way. Okay. I'm trying not to make them all the same way. And there'll be more at the bottom, and then as we get to toward the top, they'll look further and further away. And then we're gonna do maybe a few here. And we'll go up. Hello, Miss Patty. How are you, girl? These are fun. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10. So I barely have any paint on them now. So you're just kind of seeing like little glimpses. Okay. Okay, so see the difference? Now we're just kind of, which side? There we go. So we're just kind of filling it in. Hello, Pammy. How are you, girl? She called me beautiful. Even up close like this, she called me beautiful. Facebook, when you go live, well, it's probably the ring light, or it's some sort of like, I don't put anything on, but I swear, like I have a breakout right here, you can't even see it. I have one coming up right here, you can't even see it, I'm telling you. Facebook has our back in that regard. They're like, yeah, we ain't trying to show all your goods, lady. So I probably do look beautiful. Okay. I'm going to do the same color before I switch over to the other side. And again, I'm just kind of, it reminds me of the chopsticks. It reminds me of chopsticks. Because I'm just kind of trying to hold them. Do some thicker down here. And some thinner as we go up. I'm going to do a cabin and some pine trees up here. It should be good. I watched a video last night after I did this live, and they were doing some sort of landscape thing, and they put painter's tape down. I was like, why didn't I think of that on the live? Hello, Carol. How are you? How are we doing? Okay. All right, and then they'll get just kind of more sporadic, spaced out. because they're in the distance, you know? Okay. I feel like that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm good. All right, I'm gonna switch these over and let me dry this, and then I'm gonna put the lighter purple on as well. And I wanted to get the girls in it. This pan is here. I am a member of that group, Miss Mary, but I'm not doing a segment right this second, if that's what you mean. But I am a member. Like I do, I do one segment a week usually in that group. Yes. But this particular live is not one. Okay. Then we're gonna get the other side here, and I'm gonna kind of push this center one up because I noticed that that kind of helps it look less globby on the other end. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to treat them like chopsticks and just kind of spread them out a little bit so that it's not all one big glob. You could probably bend these. Oh, guys, they're cardboard. I know you are. Yeah. I do segments for that group about, like I said, once a week, unless they have like a bunch of slots available and I can help out, then I'll do that too. Okay, are we good? And then we're gonna make these kind of like levelish. All right, we're gonna try that. I actually bent them this time. All right, then I need some more of the light purple color. Oh, it was gone. Okay, so let's just get what we can, and we'll just put several down here. I already have a few little spots, and we'll just throw the color up here. Now I'll do the same thing on the other side. That's a pretty purple color. Sometimes Alana picks paint, and at the store I'm like, I would never use that, and then I catch myself stealing it. Hello, Miss Lois. How are you, girl? Just get some of that pretty color up in there. Okay. I'm looking a little globby right here, but that's okay because we got other color. We got yellow to do. We can cover up all of our mistakes with yellow and white. Okay. All right, let me make sure. Okay. So see, it's just starting to kind of fill in really pretty. That has Wizard of Oz vibes. Ooh, I need to watch that movie. I don't think my kids have seen that. They haven't with me because I'm a great mom, okay? They haven't seen any of the classics. They have, it's just Little Mermaid over and over again because that was my favorite. Thank you, Miss Mary. So I kind of need to like pivot and show them the Wizard of Oz. I don't think, unless they've seen it with their babysitter, they have not seen it with me. She was always really good about, because she had 2 kiddos too. So she was really good about showing them all the stuff too. Okay, now what? Now we're gonna do the same thing with another side with some yellow and some white. Don't want to forget. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't be having no even. That's a craft. That's illegal in the crafting world. So I'm gonna put this down here so I don't fling paint all over my painting. We're gonna try to make it as level as we can, and then we're gonna wrap. Wizard of Oz vibes. I love it. I kind of hope it does. I have not seen that movie. Gosh, I don't even know. Okay, and then we're going to bend. I liked the bendy look the best. And it was easier for my fingers. And then I have like a fuzz, so I'm just going to try to get it to calm down. There we go. All right, did I dry that? I don't know. I'm going to dry that, and then we're going to do some yeller. Was it really, Leanne? Little Mermaid was always mine. I was never really into anything that was not fully animated or fully like real. I don't know why, it kind of creeped me out. I never even watched Mary Poppins, and it took me a long time to watch. What's the Chocolate Factory one? Oompa Loompas. You know what I'm talking about, right? Willy Wonka. It took me forever to watch that because I just, listen, it's gotta be all or nothing. The Q-tip, yes. Yeah, right, Sarah? It's so freaking, I love The Wizard of Oz. I do like that one. I do like it, but I was just, I think I probably seen it for the first time when I was 20, 25. Something about it when I was a kid, I was like, it's a little too half real, half not for me. But I love Halloween, so riddle me that. I don't know. Okay. And just so y'all know, what I'm doing is I am placing it in the paint, and then I'm placing it on the paint plate, so that it's not all puddly and goopy. Okay. And then as we get here, we'll just do a couple. Okay, how are we doing? A little bit here. All right, I think we're getting somewhere, people. I think we is. That's beautiful. Do we do white? I mean, I feel like I was gonna do some white. It is so effective, and it's so therapeutic because there's not, I mean, like I'm paying attention and all, but it's just relaxing to do. And it's simple and easy once you just kind of like treat it like a stamp and don't stress too much. Okay, are we good? I need to stop. Stop! I'm stopping. There we go. I don't know about The Sound of Music. Is that a movie? I still have never watched Willy Wonka. Yeah. Willy Wonka scared me. Leave Jaws, but I like Jaws. See, I liked every scary movie I could get my hands on as a kid. Not now. Okay, no. I'm a whole different species now. But I could not do Chucky, and I think it was because my little sister had a bunch of baby dolls in our bedroom as a kid. Well, she's actually my aunt. Listen, it's family dysfunction, right? And I couldn't sleep after watching that one. But anything else, Saw, I would watch that in a heartbeat. I don't understand. Okay, we're gonna do white next. I am gonna dry this because I don't need to be making mud, as Bob would say. Do y'all ever pull up his YouTube videos and watch him? I'm asking for a friend. You never wanted Sound of Music? Is Sound of Music like a movie or a play or something? Yeah, now I kind of got to a point, especially with the Saws, that it was like too much. I was like, I don't need all that gore, and I want a good story. Like, I don't need this anymore. But as a teenager, I loved it. And then I went to true crime, and I was obsessed with that for like 10 or 15 years. I did not ever watch, I'll have to look that one up. I don't know if I ever even heard of that one. But, yeah, now I can't even do true crime. Listen, just listen. I think this will work-ish. think it's fine. So I'm just doing that again. This is dry from yesterday, so I'm just gonna dip it in and just kind of get off my puddles. And like I said, we'll be heavier down here. Just lighter as we get up toward the top. Have you guys heard of The Sound of Music? Am I crazy? It almost sounds like it would be a Broadway like musical type deal, which I'm sure it probably is. I guess all of them are turned into great movies, huh? I need to turn this sucker buster. It's gonna look like I used Q-tips. Can't be having that. Okay. I like the white. It's just kind of pretty. And you could do as many layers of this as you want. So if you put on white and you're like, that's too much, that's too bright for me now, you do another layer of purple or yellow to even it back out. You know what I mean? You say what I'm knowing? Dahmer, wait, what? What? I did watch that. Sir, y'all report him, will you? That's my husband, don't report him. He's the admin on this account. He'll be shutting me down. Liz, there's a new trick there. Fox Hollow Farm. Cody, are you seeing this? But Dahmer scared me. That one he was too good of an actor. Everyone's like, he is so hot. Apparently he played in something else. I will never see him as anything but a serial killer now. So I don't know. It's kind of like Kevin Bacon in Sleepers or whatever that was. You never heard of The Sound of Music movie and play? Okay. Bye-bye, honey. Have a good day. Be careful. Stay warm. I passed, when I was on my way to the groomers, I passed this man holding a slow sign for the construction in the road. He's got to be 40. And he's like my age, right? And he's not wearing gloves. It is 30 degrees outside. You better be staying warm. I wanted to roll down my window and act like a mom, but I did not. I didn't. But his wife would not be impressed. I can tell you that. She'd be taking care of his man cold in a week. Okay. All right, I think I'm good. Stop. Stop it. Hold on. Can't stop. All right, that should be goodish. Let me dry this. Let's see what the heck. Silence of the Lambs. I think I saw that. Is Anthony Hopkins the really handsome older guy with blue eyes and like a deep voice? I'm trying to remember. I think it was Anthony Hopkins. I'm trying to remember who I'm thinking about, but I think it is his name. I think I've seen that one, if that's who that is. Children of the Corn. Like, I used to love all that. Guys, I watched some of that when I was an adult. Like, an actual adult. And I was like, what? Yeah, am I too young for The Sound of Music? Because, you know, I don't want to tell y'all, but I'm young. Just trust me. I think you're thinking of Sean Connery. Yes. Oh, I'll tell you what, that boy can be 100 and I'd still be like drooling all over myself. His voice. It's his voice, I think. The voice with the eyes, okay. All right, y'all. Quit distracting me. We got to put some white on here. And so we're doing the same thing with some, I always want to call them Q-tips, toothpicks. And we're going to do some same stuff. I'm going to start down here. I'm just going to throw in a few here and there. And these are going to be our tiny flowers because they're further away, so they're tinier. Oh, watch it, Walt Disney movies. Me too, Miss Mary. After having kids, I swear, I just use them to go to the theater. I'm like, you guys want to see the new Marvel movie? let's go. Caden, apparently he just recently told me, he's like, yeah, I know, I used to love that crap, and I like DC. And I'm like, I didn't know you had to choose, first of all. I had his entire bedroom set up as Spider-Man because that was my favorite. I used to just use them to go to the theater so people wouldn't be judging me. Okay. But I like me some superhero stuff. I always thought Cars was adorable. I took him to the theater to see Avatar. Not the anime. Apparently there's an anime. Good morning, Miss Brenda. How are you, girl? And we're talking about how we're all scaredy cats now. And I took him to see Dark Knight. Oh, anything that came out when he was a little kid that was fun. I was like, let's go. All right. And then Moana 2 was coming out, and I was like, Alana, don't you want to see that? Lana, don't you? Don't you? Can't you wait till it comes out? Because I wanted to see it. Okay. Alright, I need to stop, or it's just going to be, like, blinding, okay? Somebody reach through their phone and snatch this right out of my hands. I think that's good. And then I'm going to do a little bit of, I'm going to dry this. Dry it first. The Silence of the Lambs. Oh, okay. I could see that. Anthony, well, wait. I had my wrong guy. It was Sean Connery. Hold on, I got to look him up. Well, then I wonder if it was Sean Connery. Let me Google. Google! Let me not put my girls in my painting. How far can you stretch and tight? Sean Connery. That's my man. That's my man. That's who I was talking about. Okay, now hang on. What was the other one? Anthony Hopkins. Hopkins. Wait, aren't they the same person? I'm confused. I love them both. I think I love them both. Is this one, is Anthony Hopkins the like eating humans, you know what I mean? Wasn't he in that, whatever that was called? Hannibal Lecter, something like that. Okay, what was it on? Purple. Well, what the heck? Oh, I could use the paint I got today instead of yesterday. He was which one? Thank you, Miss Mary. Which one was James Bond? I'm getting them mixed up. If I had them side by side, I might be able to tell, but I just Googled them each separately and they look the same, the same to me. Anthony Hopkins. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to use this purple. That's what I do know. Because we gotta cover up some of this white. We got excited with the white. Okay. How about up here? Maybe a couple-ish. And then I'm going to turn this back around. I'm going to dry this. I'm going to use the white side for yellow because I ain't wrapping another thing. Sean Connery was okay. Okay. Am I crazy? Do y'all think they look alike? I don't know. Okay, so when I was a kid, there was like a dragon movie, and I think it might be Sean Connery, but now I don't know anymore. But there was like a dragon movie, and I have a dog that literally gives me the face like this dragon gave him in the movie. And I don't know what that movie is called. And I want to say, I don't know. But anyway, he was in some sort of cool movie that now my dog looks like the dragon in that movie. That was my whole story. You're welcome. Kids these days. I can't even. Alright, so I got some yellow. We're about done, guys. We're about done with the flowers. I promise. I can't possibly do this forever, right? Because if I could, I would. It's 12:03. I still got some computer work to do. I'm having a serious issue with my YouTube channel and a slight issue with my Tick and Talk, so I gotta figure out some things and some stuff. No sir. Let me pick a time. Dragonheart! I love you guys. I'm looking that movie up. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I used to watch it all the time. Hang on, 12 a.m. tomorrow. Yes, that sounds fabulous. My computer really needs an update, but every time it reminds me I'm live, so I'm like, no you don't, you're fine. Oh my gosh, I'm showing my kids that movie. I hate it when I can't think of a name of something. It's frustrating. Oh, I want to watch it now. Field trip, guys. We're about to go watch a movie together. Get your popcorn ready. Okay, that's too much. We did too much. Look. I mean, this looks crazy. My girlfriend will probably love it. It looks crazy as hell. Dennis Quaid. Oh, I had that way off. I thought it was a cute old guy with blue eyes and a deep voice. Listen, I don't know. Don't trust anything I say when it comes to a name, okay? Oh, is he? Okay. If I tell you my name is Liz, especially up here where we're about to do some things. All right, so oh my gosh, y'all, I don't know why I got those long ones, but they are like random floppy arms. You know the things at the car dealers that go crazy? That's what it reminds me of on my craft table. All right, let's see. Let me see. I can do it. I believe in me. Okay, so the way this will go, I feel, okay, so I think I'm gonna get some greens. Ugh. And got some gold leaf on my plate. All right, we're gonna get some greens. We're gonna get some dark green. I don't need to be doing all that. And then we're gonna get just like a butt hair of this. Watch because Anthony played the role. I know. I would watch anything. Apparently both of those two do, except the one where I think it's Anthony Hopkins, Hannibal Lecter. Except those. I'm not into that no more. I'm not into that. I'm like, because he plays a little too good. He's like the Dahmer kid. He plays it a little too good. You look a little too excited to be playing that role, sir. Indiana Jones. Okay, now quit distracting me. Hold on, I got to look up what I'm doing here. So we're gonna have a cabin. I should probably sketch that out first. Okay, and our cabin is gonna be right here-ish. And we're just gonna start with like the simplest little house shape. That's it. Square with a triangle on top. And then we're gonna go and do whatever that is. And then we're gonna make the same like angle for this side. We're gonna make it right there. And we're gonna just do that. And I made it too long, so we're gonna erase that and pretend like it never happened. Then we'll do that with paint. Okay, then we need a door. We'll have a door. And then I'm just putting like dashes so I remember that I would like a door and some windows. But that's what we are doing. So I've just kind of sketched out so that I can get my trees in and not cover up where our stuff is gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna try with this. And I'm gonna probably try with the small one first so I can get the feel for it. But I'll try with this, I think. Yeah, so see how that has kind of like the smile shape, like that, you know? I'm gonna try with that. She loves pine trees, so she's getting all kinds. This is for my girlfriend, if you weren't here the other day. Okay. We're gonna start out super simple, and I'm just gonna use like a little bit of the brush and like less and less as I go up. That's a cricket pine tree. That is a cricket pine tree if I've ever seen one in my life. This chick last year, hello Miss Tina, how are you, girl? We were on a hike and she was trying to take a pine tree cone home and start her own little pine tree. We quickly learned that's not how it works. I'll have to do that with another color, but that's fine. Oh geez. Trees aren't perfect. So we're not gonna judge ours. I don't want them all to be exactly the same. Okay, so we're just gonna start putting in some trees as simply as we can. I think this is the simplest way I could think to do it. I'm trying to remember what Bob does. I haven't seen one of his episodes in a hot second, but I feel like it's probably way more extravagant than this and faster. But who cares, right? If they don't have to be perfect. Ooh, that would look like a squiggle. Ooh, it's a big squiggle. Okay. I have kind of a random branch, like way out here, that's detached, so I'm gonna try. There we go. Your branch is flying in the air. All right, so now we're gonna take a little bit more. I'm just getting it on the tip now, really. And looks like a Christmas tree farm. Maybe it is. We don't know. I'm painting happy little trees. Sure is. Okay. All right, let me think about this. Oh, I might have done this wrong, but that's okay. I should have probably had the lighter ones in the back. You guys, my hips. I can't even. Oh. This is why I sit like a pretzel when I'm doing my computer work. All right, we're gonna do this last one before we forget. And then I'm gonna fix this one because this poor sucker was the first one. Kind of like your kids, you know, you don't really know what you're doing until you get the hang of it. Then you gotta go back and fix them a little. Okay. Now I'm gonna kind of sit them down in the grass because they're in the sky right now. Okay, I have to go now. Oh, you too, Miss Mary. Have a great day, girl. And that'll also kind of give them more paint at the bottom, so they'll look a little fuller too. Sorry, I get all quiet when I get focusy, guys. I don't mean to. Okay. And then I'm just going to throw a couple randos in here because all the stuff doesn't grow at the same exact time, right? And some branches are falling. And some are overlapping and all that good stuff. Okay. Thank you, Georgiana. I appreciate that. This is what they look like up close. Probably shouldn't show you, but that's what they look like up close. And I'm just fiddle farting with them now. I'm going back and doing a little bit more so it doesn't look so planned. I will try to have some of them that kind of sit down in the grass a little further than others. I was trying to have this one. I don't even know which one I'm on, but I think it's this one. Okay. I love this color, y'all. This is my favorite green, not that one. English Ivy Green. It's like 50 or 60 cents at my Walmart. And it's fabulous. This one gets a little wild. This one was the wild child of the tree farm. He's still young. See how short he is? He's learning. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Carol. Appreciate that, girl. Okay. About done with these, I promise. Promise? Which one was I on? This one? I thought I just heard my phone. I was like, don't you be pausing me, sir. This one I'll do a little straighter. Some of them are super angled. I don't know what I did here, but let's just fix that. Oh, then we got an itty bitty baby. He's still super bushy. Trying to leave a little bit of light, like the blue showing through, so you can actually see the dagnab trees. Okay. And they don't just look like globby. And I got another random branch in the sky. See, never happened. Okay. All right, I like that. I think that's good. All right, let's, do I want to dry it? I think so. Let me dry it real quick. Doesn't have to be totally dry. I'm actually going to use the same brush so that if a little bit of dark green gets in there, it's fine. And I'm going to go to this other one, this Arbor Green. This was my favorite. It is kind of like a dark green, but I think that the English Ivy is a little bit different. I just like it, but I'm going to do a little bit on there. And I'm just going to do a few dashes through here. so that it gives it a tiny bit of dimension without a lot of work. Sorry guys. Okay. And because we've got a lot of movement and everything else. So okay. So that's that side. Oh gosh. I'll get it one day. And then they'll change it on me again. Now we can't like just easily flip our cameras to go live anymore like I used to be able to do. Wait a minute. Or can we? Did it change back? I don't know. There might have been an update, but last I checked I couldn't do that. Probably be doing it with brown. It's fine. It's fine. Close enough. And that twig, that tree's crooked, and that's okay. Okay, 3 more. 3.5 more. Okay. Good morning, Miss Stacy. How are you, girl? Is it morning where you are? I got on at a weird time for my page today, but it's the time I had to get on, and I really wanted to go ahead and finish it, and I couldn't check school with my son until 12:30 anyway. And I'm not trying to do dishes and laundry yet, so I was like, let's finish that painting. Okay, and then there's this side, guys. Okay. Okay, there we go. Whoops. I have a water bottle right here that I should probably move to where it goes so I can quit knocking into it. All right, let's go ahead and dry this and get our little cabin on. 9:30. Ooh, you must be on Pacific time, girl. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. It started snowing here again today. It started snowing. You just need brown, black, and we'll grab a tiny bit of white so we can make a tan. And we'll get our little cabin on here. And we'll sign it. And then I'll spray seal it, and she'll be ready to rock. Vegas. Oh, 10:21 in Utah. Oh, I'm jealous. My day is gone. I took my baby girl to the groomers earlier. She's so stinking. I gotta post it. She's so stinking cute. I don't think I need much more than that. But I guess we'll see. Now let me think here. I think I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'll do it, what? I think I'll do, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I do it black, or not black, brown and then add white, or white and then add brown. But here we go. I think I'm going to do it brown. And I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have any sky between my grass and my sky down here. It looks like my little cabin is sitting down in the grass. Okay. There we go. So I've got like my very basic shape on. Do a straighter line right here. Okay. So that is just our very basic little shape. And just drove through one. Oh, I would love to be in Arizona right now too. I went to Sedona last year for the first time. I think that was my first time in Arizona at all. And it was amazeballs. We're getting snow the next 3 days. I know, I looked at the 10-day forecast like a goober, and I've been mad ever since. Okay, now I'm going to use the same brush and just grab a little bit of this white. Oh gosh, I forgot I had a thing under there. Hold on, just put my finger in paint. Grab a little bit of this white and come over hither and make me a little tan. Now, I don't remember what I did before. I'll have to look real quick. But I'm giving her a log cabin. Let me see what I did before. Kind of looks like that from before. So that's what she's getting. And I'm just going to what? I'm just going to put some stripes in there with that tan color to kind of start making it look cool. Unless you like to gamble. Hey, now that's not true. I'll tell you what, I am not a gambler. And my husband got me for our honeymoon a 5-day trip to Vegas, like a year or two after we got married, because we were having babies, okay? And so we had never had a honeymoon, so he wanted to surprise me with the trip, and that's what he got me. And I was like, sir, you like to gamble, not me. I've never gambled a day in my life, and when I do, I get upset, okay? Because I lost my 20 bucks in 5 minutes, and now we're just sitting here. And so I was like, this is not going to be fun. I'm not even looking forward to it. It was one of the best trips we've ever taken. I would go back. I would even go back. Because I went to the museums, I went to Ross's. I never knew that Ohio had a Ross's until then. Hi, Joe. Good morning, Lori. How are you, girl? And I went to Ross's. I went to the Bellagio, watched the fountains. I walked so much. I walked down to the sign. We ate at a million different places, and I love Gordon Ramsay because, have you seen him? And so we went to one of his restaurants, and yeah, so I would freaking go back in a heartbeat. I was like, babe, that was actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie, I sat down with my 20 bucks a couple times and would sit there and throw it in and spin a thing until they got me a free drink, and then I'd get up. I did do that. And I liked that you could like walk around with your drink and go check out all the different places. It was awesome. I would go back. And we only got to walk because we had 5 days, and we did quite a bit. We didn't get to go to the Grand Canyon. That was, I want to say, you would probably know better. I don't know how far away it was, but we didn't get to go there that trip. And we didn't get to walk the entire strip. Old Vegas is my favorite, of course. And it was cool. There was a zip line at the top, like a bunch of little hole-in-the-wall places that were like as big as a bedroom. Little casinos. It was really cool. Okay. So we're just kind of filling in our little cabin. And I loved that. But we didn't get to go walk the entire thing. And so I need to go back now. That's what we do for free drinks. Yeah. I'd be like, and then my husband would be like, you are the worst, because he's like sitting there actually gambling. And I'm like, give me my free drinks so I can go explore. But whatever. It was fun. It was fun. All right. Let me dry what I have here because I need to put the door and windows in. We went to like a human anatomy thing. Oh, we saw like a sexy time Cirque du Soleil show. It wasn't very sexy, but it was interesting. It's not something to forget. What else? We did all kinds of fun stuff while we were there. I'm telling you, I'd go back, and I wouldn't have never guessed that I would enjoy Vegas, ever. Not in a jillion years. Did I draw that good? Yes. Yes, Fremont Street. That's the old Vegas, right? We did go there. We didn't go to the Grand Canyon, and we didn't get to we didn't get to the other end of the strip. We stayed down by the Tropicana and the Hooters casino or hotel, whatever, and we did a lot of that. Ooh, he made me ride the New York roller coaster where you're on top of a building on a roller coaster. And I hate heights, y'all. This man, he's trying to kill me. And so we did that, and he of course spent $35 on the picture because of how scared I look. No, no, you can't. And I think Shania Twain or Garth or somebody was there, but they weren't playing the 5 days we were there, so we didn't get to see them. We did all, you guys, I'm telling you, we did all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Now let me see here. I'm going to put a window in there. I'd have never booked that for myself. And you know, he got a hotel with a pool because he knows me. And I got in the pool for about 10 minutes and got right back out. There's just so much else to do that you're like, I can go to the pool or a beach on any vacation. Just wrote that, no thank you. And y'all will never see. I'm going to shred that freaking picture before he posts it. But, it was terrifying. I just remember the ride is going, and like, you know, most of the time I have my eyeballs closed, but for whatever reason I must have had an itch or something, and I opened them, and that was not a good choice. Hell is no longer, which one? The Tropicana or the Hooters, or which one? Hello, Miss Susie, how are you? We went to, there's an aquarium there. We went to the aquarium. I'm so old. I'm either 5 or I'm 80. I can't decide. All I know is I went and did all the fun stuff. Okay, now I need like a butt hair more of brown. Since I just wiped something off, you can see the blue through here. Where's my brush? Here it is. So I'm going to just touch that up. Okay. All right. Look at us go. It's a rickety thing, but it's there. The Tropicana is no longer there, really. I would have thought the Hooters would have been gone before then because it was old. That hotel is no. Oh my goodness. I thought I skipped somebody, but I don't know who anymore. It won't let me go up and down like I want to. You're an old soul. I am. I really am. I'm just gonna own it. All right, looky there, guys. So it's rickety, but it's ours. Should we do some, do we need some copper on the roof? Let me try to think about my life here. Or silver. I'm trying to think what the heck. My papa had a cabin. And all I remember is we could hear tin roofs. So I'm thinking silver, maybe? We could hear the rain through. So maybe I add a little bit of silver. And I might be able to do it with this, honestly. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. That's my sister-in-law, y'all. That's my sister. I think Hooters is gone too. Oh, really? They were both kind of odd. Like, you had the strip, and then, okay, there was like a bridge here. We got like halfway through the strip, so we need to go back for another 5 days and do this side. But there was like the strip, right? And then I think you had a bridge where there was probably 500 homeless people, y'all, and 120 degrees. I don't know. And then you walk the bridge, and then like Hooters and Tropicana were right next door to each other over here. They were kind of off the main thing, you know? So, wow, that's crazy. Okay. Now let me think. What do I normally use with these? Oh, I see it. Let me try to use maybe this instead. I don't think one of those brushes would do very good. I'm just going to try to use a palette knife here. No, that ain't gonna work. I ain't got no level hand going on. Okay, then let's put this on and clean this up. I do need to check my original to see what's happening. All right, now let me grab some brown. Okay, I need to put this like part of the roof down a little more. And I'll clean this side up. And I am gonna clean this up right here before I forget. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get super quiet for just a second so I can not mess this up. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, right here. You could do, you could paint a porch on this. You could do curtains in the windows. Okay, guys. I'm leaving it like this. This is stunning. Okay, hold on. Let me dry her off. We gotta paint, we gotta sign it. This is going to my girlfriend. I'm gonna show you the original that she liked. Okay, so here's what you get. You don't throw a fit. I'm trying to, there we go. That's the whole thing, and then I'll show it to you up close too. Okay, so there it is up close. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all the original. I did this a couple years ago. She liked it, wanted to buy it. I told her it was gone, but I really had fun making it because we used a fork, we used Q-tips, toothpicks, all the easy, simple stuff, right? So it was actually really fun to make. So I had no problem. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, y'all. I am not used to this. So I had no problem recreating it-ish for her. It's not exactly the same. It's very close. I did a lot of the same techniques, but the path, for example, is the thing that always drove me nutty about this, because I did really good with like perspective, except the path, which you can't see because I had to screenshot her photo, but the path is the same width all the way down, and I wanted it to look like we were standing in the field of flowers, like looking up at the house. And so it should have been wider and then thinner. I didn't do that the first time around, so I made sure to do that this time, and I think that I love it. I think I just love it now. So that was the original. It was also beautiful, but you know how when you redo something, you're like, or when you stare at something when you're done, you're like, I would have done this differently. That's all. And then I did the cabin slightly differently as well. I just gave it more of a log cabin look. Oh, goodness. Oh, thanks, Miss Carol. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Leanne. I don't know how long I've been on, but thank you guys for hanging in there. I do too, Miss Carol. And it's so simple and easy, right? So I think this is a fun one. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think anybody could do it. There is a part 1. I'll get these labeled for you. But we started this and I can't do nothing in 45 minutes, let me tell you. So we finished it today, and I wanted to get it just right for her. So I think it's beautiful. If you guys try something, I want you to post it in the Crafty Queens Clan group, and that way we can take a peek. But I love it. Oh, we gotta sign it. We gotta sign it. She always gets on me because I don't sign it. Thanks, Stacy. Thank you, Miss Patty. So I always sign it, and I don't think I have it down here anymore because it's up with my shipping stuff, but I sign it, my name, and then I'll turn it over, and I'll put the Crafty Queen stamp that I've been using right there too. So that way if somebody comes over and they like it, she can tell them exactly where she got it. She's my friend, so she won't be forgetting, but I do that with everyone. I love it. Thank you, Miss Sarah. So now switch gears. Are you ready to pivot? So Alana was sick of looking at this, so she wanted to donate it, but it's a canvas, so we ain't donating no canvas. We're going to reuse that. And so I gotta seal this one. But we just redid her room, and it's she likes Wednesday, which is like, if you've seen the Wednesday series, it's like black and white. She also loves blues, and so, but she didn't want this. So we got to do something with her, like with this. I think we could even take it out of the frame and do a reverse canvas. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe I'll do like something with the frame and maybe not much with the canvas, and then maybe we'll print like a, if you've seen the series, there's a million good sayings. There's like so many cute little parts that we could put in here, but there's one that says only I'm allowed to pick on my brother, and she like drops piranhas in the pool, and because somebody's bullying her brother. And so maybe we'll put like that in there because her little like she's standing there like a crazy person. So I don't know, we got to figure out something. She also likes blues, and she likes pretty stuff too. So Wednesday and pretty stuff, I don't know, but we got to make it work. So I'm going to use the other one for her. We're just going to recycle this, and we'll use it for her to hang in her room, her new little space. But that's what we got for you today, and we'll figure out what to do with the other one. This one's going to my girlfriend, and we will see you guys again as soon as we can. I appreciate you hanging out at a weird time, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.